Jane, cut. No, we can't use that.
Hey guys, it's Suresh. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. I am so excited today because I have my very good buddy here, my new good buddy, Joshua. He is the inventor of Pidgin doll. She is a fabulous ball-jointed fashion doll. I have been in love with her for so many years, and I've been in love with you for so many years. Hi.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about Pidgin, who she is, why everyone needs to know about her if they don't, and how you would say she's different from Barbie.
The main reason that Pidgin is different than Barbie is she's an art doll. You know, she's coming from a singular person, me, and it's sort of my interpretation of what a doll is and a fashion doll is, and sort of taking that idea of femininity and the expression of that through a doll and making that a real personal expression.
When you were creating her and coming up with her, what was your point of reference, if you had one?
I didn't really have something very specific in mind. Somebody said once to me that she's kind of like a cross between Kate Moss and Bjork, which I feel like is a good...
I could see that.
Yeah. And it was really funny because that person who said that to me didn't know me very well. And those are my like absolute two like teenage obsessions. I wanted her to have that very sort of broad, sort of, you know, ambiguous, very good for makeup and painting sort of face.
I have to confess that for the longest time, I wasn't sure how to pronounce her name. And I think I said this to you a couple of days ago. I referenced her as Pidgin in my head. I was like, oh, I just made her look this fabulous.
Yeah,
but where does the name come from?
Pidgin?
Pidgin, yeah. I thought about that, but I was like, no, this is tricky. This is not a Pidgin. This is the D and the G.
The idea for a character named Pidgin actually came to me before I was even doll making. I drew this picture of a girl. She had a wing on her head, and I'm like, oh, Pidgin. It almost did sound kind of French to me, like pigeon. Like, like that's kind of a cute, quirky name for a girl. Maybe she's like a carrier pigeon, like she carries like messages to people, or she like has a flying bicycle, or like we were just kind of, you know, playing around with that. My first dolls were ball jointed dolls, and which is very complicated to get every little socket and thing to line up and act the way you wanted to. I got really burnt out on it. I was like, okay, I just want a doll with like a beautiful face and a really simple fabric body, maybe sculpted hands and sculpted feet. Really wanted it to be about her face, and I was like, you know, I said to Eric, my husband, I was like, I think this is like a character doll. He was like, well, maybe this doll is Pidgin. And as soon as he said that, like the whole idea of this sort of like Brooklyn girl, you know, the people that I see in my life living in Brooklyn and the girls that I know that I admire and love, and they all kind of like come out in her in different ways as well.
How big is your doll collection, by the way?
Probably a lot, yeah. but I try to keep my apartment as doll free as possible. Like there's usually the ones that I'm working on.
You just have it in your studio?
Yeah, I have them in my studio, and I keep them sort of boxed up, and maybe I'll have like one or two out and I'll rotate them.
We've talked about the New York space issue.
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle. Yeah, the struggle is real.
A struggle. I brought two dolls with me today.
Okay.
I have my 1/6 scale doll, which is essentially like a Barbie size.
Okay.
That I sculpted digitally about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And then I just came out with a 1/4 scale version of Pidgin, which is a little taller. She's 16 inches. They both have different vibes. The 1/6 scale is more of like a longer, leaner sort of fashion silhouette, and the 1/4 scale doll is more of like a youthful, like girlish sort of figure. So what we're going to see first is the 1/6 scale doll. She's a smaller doll. She's part of a collection that I'm doing. It'll probably come out at the end of this month.
Okay.
Called the Nymph Collection. So it's all
Nymph.
Nymph. So she's blue. And
oh my god, is she the blue one? I've died to meet her.
And then her costume is all digitally sculpted by me, 3D printed. It's this very sort of like under the sea Rococo coral inspired look.
Okay.
This is her.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She is gorgeous, Joshua. Wow. Hey girl, hey!
She's made out of resin. And then this is a 3D printed nylon that does have a bit of like a flex to it, so it's not super fragile. 3D printing's actually been around since the 70s, but it kind of got rebranded maybe like 10 or 15 years ago as before it was called rapid prototyping.
Okay.
And it's certainly developed, and it's constantly changing and evolving.
Keep going.
The 3D printing is really like a fun thing to explore as far as like clothing and accessories, and
yeah, absolutely.
This is really the first look that I've done for her like this, where it really is like a full outfit that's really just
it's very
printed.
like McQueen inspired.
Very much. I love.
Right?
I'm very like. I love fashion.
Obsessed.
I love McQueen.
So what is ball jointed exactly?
It used to mean that it was just like sort of a ball and a socket in the joint, and that it would be strung internally.
Okay.
Now it doesn't even necessarily mean that the joint is a ball. It could be like sort of an ovular shape, or have something a little more organic looking.
Got it.
A Monster High doll. She's not ball jointed because the joints snap into themselves. It's like its own.
Oh, got it.
Or it's not a string that holds Barbie together. It's like a piece of plastic with like her head. Whereas if you took her apart, everything would come, like her hand would come off, her forearm would come off, they're all separate pieces that are all held
strung together
with an elastic band.
You are really good with makeup, by the way.
Thanks.
Have you ever done makeup on humans before?
I have when I was in photo school, when I would ask my friends to model for me, and they would always be like, Josh, that's my face, you're hurting me.
Is she available for sale? What are the options to buy, and like how does that work?
So she's going to be part of a collection of 5 one-of-a-kind sea nymph dolls, and then after those are sold, that's going to be the end of that collection.
Oh wow, okay.
So they're going to be super like
very limited.
Very limited.
Okay. She comes dressed with 2 sets of feet, the base, 2 stands, and then like everything she has on now,
and like a handmade wig, and then the face that I painted for her.
And tell us about the hair. Is it rooted hair? Is it a wig?
It's a wig. It's a handmade alpaca wig. So
beautiful.
I like to use natural animal fibers with my doll's hair because you can heat style it, and you can comb it. You can if you braided it, it would have kinks in it. So you can really kind of treat it like there's like a larger play element to it. So here she is with her hair down.
So cute. She's like fresh off the Paris couture runway.
I have really small, like a tiny little straightening iron. It's not doll. They're just like there's a lot of hair products made for people's purses, like that'll fit in the little bag. So you just kind of like find those.
Small. But Joshua is now going to show us the second doll he brought with him, and she is the larger one.
She's quarter scale.
Quarter scale.
Yeah. So she's more like a 16-inch fashion doll. Yeah, I love
her. It's her from Instagram. Hey girl. Oh my God! Look at those shoes. Oh.
Pull her out.
Oh my God, she is gorgeous. Hey girl, hey! Joshua, she's so pretty.
Thank you.
There's something so magical about her. And just, I'm like looking at her face, and I can see the work that you put into it. Look at her hands and look at her legs. Oh my God, she's so cute. I die for her. Hey girl, hey.
I gave her kind of a glam makeup look last night for you too.
Oh my God, I'm living.
She had like a more like neutral palette earlier, and then I'm like, no, I think she's gonna be like she needs like a heavy black liner.
Yes, and the red lips.
Yeah.
She's heavy.
Yeah, resin's heavy. It has a really nice weight to it. It feels really like...
So the other one was...
It's kind of cool to the touch, too. They were both resin. They're both the same material.
Oh, wow, it is.
It really has a density to it that's really just very satisfying.
Amazing. And she's ball jointed as well.
Yeah, she is
ball jointed. So she's all strung. Okay.
Her hands, like I found the doll's harder to dress because she has such like delicate articulated fingers, so we put magnets on them so they can just pop on and off, so you can just pop them through a sleeve.
That's so genius. Would she break if someone dropped her?
The thinner parts of her might crack, but certainly not like, I mean, her hands I drop all the time, and they haven't, they just kind of, there's a bit of a elasticity to it.
And this hair, so is this mohair?
That hair is actually, it's
alpaca?
No, that's a synthetic hair.
It's like a saran?
It's like a saran, yeah. And
it's a nice texture.
Yeah, it's also super fine. We can take her hair done too, and you can heat set it too, which is fun.
Oh wow! And the lashes, girls got lashes. Let me tell you,
she got a double set put on. Yeah.
Have any of your pigeon dolls ever worn earrings before?
I've done a few things where like the earring will go around.
Oh, cool! Like a hair cuff.
And I've pierced some of the porcelain doll ears. I do think I want to try piercing them.
What would that innate like?
Just a very tiny like little drill, but like really? I just want to be so careful about it, and also it would weaken that area. So
I see.
I'm a little where it wouldn't be like a Barbie where you can poke it through the head.
She
has a real detached earlobe.
Yes, and her ear is very
and
detailed.
Barbie's heads are
squishy,
and hers is not. So it would really have to act like a real earring or kind of hoop through.
And these shoes are gorgeous. So Tell us about the shoes. Are they
The shoes
printed?
are also 3D printed, yeah.
Amazing.
And this is
So
the same
cool.
material that dress is made out of.
Oh, got
it's
it.
that
Okay.
nylon.
To it, I love
You
it.
can just like,
Oh, she has a pedicure.
Yeah.
Cute.
it's all about the details.
It really is. Is that black polish?
I think
a
it's
navy-
blue. It's like a navy
so
blue.
pretty. What paint do you use? Like, is it oil paint?
I use
So pretty.
the blushing I do with like a powder, like a
Okay.
pastel powder,
Okay.
and the I use like an aqua gouache basically
Okay.
for the like the hard lines, and then I seal it with a sealant, and then like her eyelids and lips have been glossed with another layer to add that sheen.
The freckles everywhere. She's so Instagram on point. Like freckles are so big right now. People are like drawing in
I like
freckles.
to feel like Pidgin might be responsible for that.
I
feel
think
like
she might be
I mean, they've certainly become
single-handedly.
a big part of who she is and how people identify her as a doll. Like whenever people do,
Yeah.
I'll get tagged on Instagram if someone does fake freckles. They're like, "You look like a pigeon doll." Like,
Yeah.
she's become really associated with them, which I wasn't.
And she's been doing it way longer than the trend was around.
Well, yeah, because she has to paint them on because she's the person.
To be able to show someone this and say that like you made this.
Yeah, it's been a long,
You
it's
know?
been a long process, but I'm very proud of this doll.
Tell us your plans with her. Is she going to be available for market soon? Will she be able to be purchased?
She's in pre-order right now. She comes in 2 skin tones right now. This one, which I call milk white, and then there's another one that's more of like a mocha color. Each one is going to be customized by me or sold blank. So you can buy her
Okay.
blank and if you want to.
Okay, and blank meaning no face paint.
No face painting,
Okay.
no eyes, no wig, just a blank resin doll.
Oh, okay. Which is jointed.
Which is jointed, yeah. She'll
Okay.
be fully jointed.
Okay.
And then I give people the choice to either, if they want to direct the way her makeup looks exactly, they're like, I want a doll with pink lips and blue eyes and big eyebrows and like, then that's one fee. Or
Okay.
if people are like, I just want you to do whatever you want, which
Yeah.
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of like make up a face, and it's like kind of like the default, or I call it artist choice. I have a few different kind of wig options. I have like a synthetic wig that's commercially manufactured. It's like $25 if you just wanted to have like blue hair or blonde hair or something. Or
Okay.
I also make my own wig, so we can work on like if you have something very specific in mind. This is more of like a photo wig. It's not a
Love.
real thing.
Yes, mama. Look at her.
She's doing fashion looks.
I don't know if I've mentioned to you, but I am obsessed with shoes, doll shoes,
Yeah.
specifically. Oh my god, that's so cute. It's like the same thing in black. Beautiful.
And these are some
Ooh,
like
the heel.
sheet rippers.
Oh my god. Are you going to be making clothes, or are you working with designers to create a wardrobe for her?
I will be,
Yeah.
yeah. So now that this scale is developed, I'm going to be continuing to work with designers and do editions of clothes that people can buy. I'm also going to be doing editions of different hands for her, so she can do like different poses.
Yeah.
Different feet, so she can wear different kinds of shoes.
For those of you guys who are mermaid lovers out there like us, there is a tail that Pidgin could have. And Joshua, tell us a little bit about this tail, because this is everything.
Yeah, it's I found this girl. My former intern told me about her. He was also a big mermaid lover. Her name is Laureen, and she makes latex mermaid tails for dolls that are
So
realistic.
beautiful.
This one is based on a rainbow trout, because I love that sort of also pastel colors, and I wanted something really sort of like pale and pretty and soft.
So there we have it, you guys. This is the amazing Joshua David McKenney and the amazing Pidgin doll. I am so excited that you guys came to my place. Thank you for bringing this beauty along with you. She's posing for you guys, by the way.
My Instagram handle is jdavidmckenny. That's my personal Instagram account, but you can also follow me in my sort of doll making practice day to day, as well as my personal life. And then Pidgin's Instagram is @PidginDoll.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you learned something. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to check me out on Instagram. I'm @SureshNY. Until we see you guys again, Joshua, Pidgin, and I are gonna take her to dance class, because girlfriend is ready to drop, twerk, plie, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yep, that's the
I
look.
think so, yeah. Wherever you guys are in the world, we're sending you so much love. Big hugs and kisses from me, Joshua, and Pidgin here in New York. Mwah.
Mwah.
And we'll see you guys again soon, okay? Bye.